justice for all. Or, we've been in here yet, so go ahead.
Yeah, last week when we approved, some monies for food pantries, in addition to that, we need to add, I'd like to add Moran Pride Pantry. So I'll make a motion, we give Moran Pride $500 also.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If I may, Mr. Chairman, the governor's call on Friday, the discussions on what to be expected, ordering more, items. Secretary Tolan talked about, hoping to have additional, loans in the future. He mentioned that, small business loans, they gave out more loans in 14 days than they had in the last 14 years, so that was interesting. The Adjutant General, General Weishier, taking the place of General Tappanelli, he talked about additional funds for food pantries from the state, so I thought that was interesting that this commission beat them to it by a week, so good things. And they're working hard, they're working on a lot of things, so it was a good call with the governor's office and their staff, so.
Great, great. I appreciate you sitting there taking care of that. Oh, we got some of our department heads here, we'll make a comment or two. Not much has been said, but I want to compliment you all for the way you conducted yourself in the last several weeks. Gonna be a few more weeks, but really, things have went pretty smooth for you, basically. I mean, you've had to make some adjustments, and you've done what you needed to do. All right, we're working on the splash guard for your office.
Yeah,
You
Sherry's
want
gonna
talk about that?
here.
Hey, why don't you pass on your employees? We appreciate it.
I will.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Great job.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Right.
Cricket and I and Ron had gone and looked at some, and Cricket had looked at some. If you guys have been to like a Pete's or a Jumpstart or something like that, you'll see the guards and things there. Those are the bids that Cricket had got. We went and looked at the one that the, post office has, which I thought she told me that they had, Jayhawk Glass do, but we called Jayhawk Glass and they did not do them, so evidently someone in the region did. So I called the Secretary of State's office, because our post office didn't know where they come from, but Brian said that the Secretary of State's office is looking at that type of protection for us for elections and things as well. So not just for our offices, but I would be needing some extra ones to go out to the polling places, especially if we have in-person stuff. So, and we took my notebook, my election, the roster, whatever, over there, and those fit through there just fine. So then the board worker would be able to pass it through, have them sign it, lay it back flat, and pass it back through. So Cricket has gotten some bids for, I don't know, how many did you?
Well, I actually only have one actual number because I talked to Jayhawk Glass, and he basically said he would rather, if I can do it this way, to do it through this company, because he can't offer us what they can offer us. Cause his would have to be molded glass, and like for mine, where I've already got those small glass petition things, he didn't really have anything to offer to put up on, in that.
And this fits the bill for that?
Well, what they are is, I can show you. It's a little picture, but I don't know if you've been in a Pete's store. They're 24 inches wide, and 30 inches tall, and they have little black stands on them.
Yeah, Orchland's has something similar.
Yeah, but I have to have 12 of them to go clear across my counter, because they're only 24 inches long. So I have to have 12 of them. But this is my bid. But yeah, it looks similar to that. But that would be my bid alone. I contacted him after I talked to Sherry, and they said we can order more. The shipping's the expensive part. But Jayhawk Glass said that his would be probably even more than that
Sure.
if we did something through him.
So do we know where Pete's gets his?
That's where they,
Really?
that, right right there is where the pizza
So,
gets served.
so 720 is total price?
That's
$800.
maybe me.
720 for the shields themselves, and then 117 or whatever for the shipping,
But
yeah.
that's for how many, 12?
Well, for
Just for
my
your
office,
office?
just for my office.
You want them all the way across?
Yeah, I have to have them all the way across.
I mean, not just at the stations?
Well, but it's so open, I mean, to me,
I mean,
you
that's-
just have them right in front of that person that, people can go stand over here and I just, I mean.
Would this be something similar for your office, Sherry?
It is, and the reason why I wanna go something like that is because if you notice, those interlock, okay? So that you can take them down and they're easier to transport than having to have them, permanently with the ends on them.
Do you,
They're not a
I
permanent
would,
thing.
I would want 4 in my office, and then I need 10 for election, because I have 10 books that we would be using. But I also thought that I could use some in my office at the elections. You know,
Yes, I think that would be great. And I,
so
10 would be the most I would want, is what,
for your office and the election
it would
purposes?
cover both purposes, yes.
That'd be 16 with yours?
but you know,
I need 12
Oh,
or
12.
10, so that'd be 10.
Well, it says sets of,
Oh,
sold in
they-
sets of 2.
Yeah, this sold sets of 2, so yeah.
So you need
So, yeah.
12, you need 10 total, counting your office, and.
So Sherry would get
I'm
5
planning
sets
on
and I
You got
get
6
using-
sets.
I'm planning on using the ones for my office for election as well.
Take them
So,
down and use them for election.
And, you know, and depending on how we open back up, and you know, if we open up gradually and don't just have people swarming in the office, you know, we're not gonna have, maybe not have that
Look,
big of a need for
I
it, but.
talked to our health department director about that very thing the other day, and, I told her that we was thinking about setting chairs in the hall, 6 feet apart, and bring them in one at a time or so. And we was talking about, taking people's temperature, and I talked to Brian about this a little bit, but she suggested not taking the visitor temperature, we can do what you want, but she did suggest taking her employees' temperature to make sure they were safe to be at the counter and working. But she did say that have them out in the hall, don't let 3 or 4 bunch up inside, let them come in one at a time or so. Or 2 at a time, one on each end you could do.
if we do that, we may have to take the outside keys away from everybody, to get them to come through one door. That, or you're gonna have to really be strict. Cause right now, they come in every door because everybody's got a key. And they're supposed to be coming in the north door on Tuesday mornings, but
Well,
the general
When
public,
you're talking about employees?
I'm talking about employees.
well, I don't, would it hurt for the employees to come in those doors? You're still
If
gonna
you're
take
gonna
their
take
I'm
temperature.
not gonna go around and take their
If you're gonna take
temperature.
their
I mean,
temperature, then
right
you could all
now,
be coming in one.
Okay, like
one
the-
door.
Don't the department heads just take the temperature of their employees?
Cause then we all have to have the equipment. I mean,
Yeah, that's a hurdle.
I guess I was thinking it would be before they came into the building,
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, like
Well,
they're coming in now, only you just zap them
I
and
don't know.
going in, but.
Here's the thing, maybe you should slide over to a little bit, I can't see Brian. Thank you. But is that something you want to, the people, you got enough people?
dedicated person
You've got
at
a
the door.
dedicated person to do that every day.
I don't
Say
know why
yes.
the offices
Okay.
can't monitor their own, and even if we have 1 or 2 thermometers, we can get that done within the first 15, 20 minutes that the
You ordered
offices
some
are open.
thermometers,
It's not
did you
gonna
have them
be a
yet?
They came in
big
late last
hurdle.
night, yesterday afternoon.
So that's something we could use or pass around for, so either way, if your people do it or the department is responsible, if Brian's got time or his people,
They're the external thermometers?
Yeah, non-touch.
Why can't the courthouse deputy do that?
I didn't say could, I said yes.
yeah, I think he said he could do it. You took, what did he say, you could do that? So.
And I think when we do start opening the courthouse, having one door, open to the public, and keys or not, that's where the public is directed. And, I think that'll work. Can we get back to the, screens though, the
Yeah.
plexiglass? And do you guys anticipate this being something that we would continue after the pandemic, you know, just a way of life after this? And the reason I'm asking with the shipping and
that's,
if this is our lowest price that we can get, let's go around the courthouse and see how many Jamie wants and how many Kara wants, and if, you know, Public Works needs one. Cause you've already got the short plexiglass about everywhere. If we see this as a way of life after this,
Well, what was
Then we'll
the
be
ship,
short on
the
it.
time to get it?
She said we could get them within 3 days.
I mean, is that something we can install ourselves?
Yeah, they're just stands.
They just
This
pop
is-
up.
Yeah.
I guess that's part of
Well, I would-
urgency, you need it done pretty quick.
Yeah,
That bids
and-
for 6 sets of 2, I would suggest we get 12 sets. Let the 2 officers, let you try them,
And then see.
and we may need to do something different, and then if they're working for
I
those
need it,
offices,
I need to get them in my.
then we can
office.
look at the appraiser's office, register deeds, if they work well for you, basically, you guys test drive them.
Well, we kinda discussed that yesterday, and I personally think we're gonna need them for quite a while.
I think we need to go ahead and move on to some of them.
Who wants this number?
And I don't know, she said, cause after, that was just for my office. So then I emailed her back and told her that we were gonna talk to you guys and that some of the other offices might want them. And she said, well, she'd have to redo the quote. But,
so the shipping will
so the
change.
shipping
It's
will
all
definitely
one.
change, I'm sure.
There's no way you can do this.
None of our desks-
Unless you put a.
Not to put something else in front of there, but
So.
we don't, we get some public in there, but not as much as they do.
Yeah, so you're not concerned at this point?
My two in the office ain't really concerned about it.
Okay.
So, we already discussed that.
Personally, I'm not really concerned about it, but I know we have to have
Yeah.
something for the community, cause there are a lot of people that are concerned about it. And it's just.
Yeah, I think we need to get it going if we're gonna.
Well, I would make a motion that we purchase, these, plexiglass shields displays. I would suggest we get 12 sets, double the bid.
Okay, I think we'll be ordering more later, but,
Yes.
I think you're right.
I will second that.
All right, thank you.
Let's post haste.
All in favor?
Thank you, Kirk.
Thanks for getting that.
Now, we get these pretty quick, are you, what are you thinking, first of the month to try to start opening up?
What are you guys thinking? I mean, what?
Well, the governor's order of May 3rd, but also the discussions of getting the world turning again as far as, the economy, so it's a,
You know, if we can start doing something the 1st of May, that would be great. I mean, because I've already had people call about taxes and
Well, we got one.
I don't wanna send a check that big in the mail, you
We've
know?
got one more commission meeting before
Huh?
May the 3rd, so,
What day is May 3rd on?
on Sunday.
So we can start the 4th.
your tax payments are May 10th. So, just hypothetically, if we open, settle on some hours, on May 4th, is that enough time before May 10th, or is that too much
No,
of
that's
a
fine.
rush?
Well,
No,
I
that's
did you a
fine.
favor, I mailed mine in, so I don't have to. That's what people
Appreciate that.
should be, I'm hoping.
And we are encouraging people to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Most
we
people
are.
are, the mail's really starting to come in pretty
May
heavy.
the 4th?
But
be-
there are gonna be those
Yeah.
few that just,
That's
you know,
just a
they,
suggestion.
some,
Yeah.
there's some people that pay some pretty big taxes.
So,
they don't
so
want to.
if the governor were to extend to mid-May or the end of May or something per stay-at-home order, we still have, the leniency to open the courthouse for this specific purpose May 4th, if we deem that appropriate. Okay.
I think you're right, we'll let Bob.
I'm
Give
just
us
being
a
real
minute.
optimistic about the 1st of May statewide, I mean, for Allen County, and we'll, I think, looking at this again next week.
Yeah, you know, unlimited thing, I open it gently, you know, like this, then we just kind of ease in.
A soft
Don't throw the
opening.
door- Yeah, just don't throw everything wide open, but I think we should be moving that direction. Bob, you see an issue with this?
So you think and stay enclosed for another week and then next week make a determination for the next week like you've been doing?
Keep where we are, if people wanna make appointments, they can still do that, but the courthouse is closed to the
And in the
public.
meantime. we do change it.
I'm actually not making appointments in my office. I'm not. I
That's too
mean,
much of a trouble.
we're doing temporary tags and mail-ins and that's it, because,
Okay.
yeah.
But this will give you
It's-
time to get
it's
those
just-
things in, get them installed before.
Mhm,
before we-
right.
I think that's a great idea. And,
I know know Kara's done some appointments, cause she's called and asked me.
And that was our
Yeah,
initial,
yeah, Kara has, but I,
that was our
I
initial
don't.
move.
Yeah, that's-
To leave
that's-
that up to department heads.
Department head's prerogative
Yes.
to urgent appointments
We're
that you need
just,
to do.
we're just beating people at the north door and public works door and
Handing-
doing tint tags, that's
Right.
all we're doing. Governor's extended everything for
Sure.
60 days, when we open back up, 60 more days from that date. So, I'm not overly
For-
concerned about
For
titles,
getting taxes.
For
or
titles.
okay.
yeah, not
Well,
taxes.
and the governor did that for that very purpose,
Right.
so.
So,
Do we want to, move to close it till May third, following the governor, or do you wanna wait for just the rest of this week, or till next Tuesday?
Let's take that next Tuesday. Does that work for you guys?
Sure.
We'll reevaluate that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll make a motion to stay as is until next Tuesday's commission meeting.
Right.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else, very good?
nope, I'm good, thank you.
Mitch?
Yes.
Yeah, Terry, stick around, we'll talk to you too.
Jimmy Skaggs like to roll over 68 hours of vacation.
No,
Okay, I'm feeling.
no, I'm just kidding.
You'll take some of it off now. Oh, that's so whenever
Where
you
does Jimmy
go.
work?
He's our track operator.
Okay.
Ditches
Well, I sent it down to
and culverts and stuff like that.
here, but,
Oh, yeah.
but you got it, okay, good.
Yep, you're right.
So this requires a motion. I'll move
Just
to
to
grant
grant for
Jimmy Skaggs the
About
vacation
$350?
period.
All in favor?
If I did, I will
Yes,
send it
6
to you,
months.
but yeah, I received it.
Roll over the easy,
Okay.
yeah.
Thanks,
And
Terry.
that.
Where that is broken.
You made the motion.
And then, of course, you know the detour sign, highway there, you know, going down West Virginia, Low Wind Road. That's what's in here.
That brochure's for you.
Oh, yeah. Right there.
Yep, I got one of them.
Okay.
That's a pretty good deal.
I wanna make sure you saw that.
It is interesting. It is
Did you
interesting.
see that?
Yeah.
So, the signs are up over there, they've always been up, you know, through trucks.
Okay.
Through that way, they're already been up, all the weight limit signs on the bridges there are already up before they started. so.
And are we having rebellious traffic on that?
Well,
road?
we're getting more traffic, but the cars and little pickup trucks ain't the issue, it's the big semis.
Right.
They're trying to turn and come down Lone Elm and come down West Virginia.
Even with the signs?
Yes, so,
Well, they
I
can,
know there's some state troopers
The
over there
sheriff,
the other
sheriff,
day.
no,
they can get a ticket
I
for
know
that,
the
right?
sheriff, the sheriff can help out, he's also got a highway patrol involved too, don't you?
Right,
So
I think they were over there the other day, so,
So, I think, they're on top of it, having,
Right.
keep those signs up is the
yeah,
trick.
so,
You know, I did tell Mitch that if it got worse, what we could do at the entrance, as you come off of 169, for example, put a barricade there that says local traffic only, put some flags on lights, and they come to that if they did. I mean, Brian can't be out there all the time, but you, just something to discourage them from running down the road. What got to happen on the other one, they would go down their ways, decide they didn't know what to do, and they turn off on a rock road,
Yep.
and then rock roads, they were too wide to make the turn and stuff. So
Right.
that's part of the issue, but there's some bridges on that road that are not super.
right, they're 15 ton and 20 ton.
So, that's kind of the main issue.
There's only
People are
220.
making a bad decision worse
Yeah.
when they try to turn off.
I was gonna give you an illustration, David, I don't wanna do
Why?
it exactly, but I was gonna show you, you know, a truck once in a while doesn't hurt, but if it's a constant pounding. I was gonna get a bitch and hit you on the shoulder and show people that didn't hurt, but I hit you there 50 times, it hurt. That's the problem, it's that
Right.
constant pounding is what's on
Yes.
those bridges. Get away with that once in a while.
Right.
But, but I think Mitch got, the sheriff on top of that, and I think
Right.
we just keep monitoring it. You
Yeah,
might-
he had the state trooper out there the
Yeah.
other day when I was checking stuff.
You might let us know if it gets worse, we might wanna consider that barricade out there. I hate to
Right.
because they'll smash into you.
Yeah,
You'll
they'll
be
run
replaced,
right
you'll
over it.
be replaced.
Well,
But they got it.
we should be pretty good at handling this.
Yeah.
We went
Yes.
through this for a year and a half.
Yeah, we got it
So,
under
we're
control.
not new
I
to
think,
this.
so. No, it's under control, so.
Well, the
Yeah.
trick is don't.
You're gonna still get a trucker now.
Sure.
Because you can't catch them all like.
Sure.
Don't take the.
We
signs
dealt with
out.
that last
Right.
year, so.
And they're already been, them were there before.
And I talked to Darren Petrosky about this the other day too, expressing our concern, though it's not an Allen County project, it's out of his,
Correct.
it's out of his thing, but he has some contact, and he's gonna be talking to them about this unauthorized detour stuff. So
Right.
we need to stay on top of Darren too.
Well,
This is all mostly paved, so.
I talked to your counterpart, Anderson County, about it too, and they're having the same problem.
Yeah, he's having them trucks go
They're
down
probably
there.
having more so.
Yes, like we did over, when they're going down the gravel road, can't turn the corner.
So just stay on top of it.
How long is that project?
Till the end of this year.
Well, and you know, the detour, you go east to Moran and north, that's a pretty.
It's actually not a bad
It's a
detour.
Yeah, it's pretty good detour.
But what's gonna happen is when they do the last 4 miles or so of that project, they can't use that detour, you know,
No.
they're gonna, this is
Just
just.
go the other way,
They're
go
gonna have
around.
to go probably the Yates Center around or something.
Yeah, or Aliceville and
Yeah.
down 59 or
Cause,
whatever.
you know, right now they're stopped there just south of 59 Junction, but once they start that last stretch, we can't use
Yeah,
that
they
detour
won't,
anymore.
they won't, but they'll have to change it all.
It's gonna be lengthy at that point.
Yeah.
But for now, there's no reason.
No,
not to use
that's
the
good,
detour.
that's good
Well,
road all the way around.
it's a constant battle, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's our work at the quarries going?
Let's go. So, we're getting ready, call the guy, we're gonna probably do another shot here before long, so.
We're gonna keep on that north side like we
Yeah,
talked about.
yeah, so we can build that up there, yeah.
Get
So we can get rid of that.
Next phase, yeah.
The cell, they already done some of that
Okay,
work, so.
great.
It's all been surveyed, it's ready to go for that, so. Yep,
Getting caught back up on the rock.
I wouldn't say caught up, but we're putting it on the
So
ground.
the crews are holding up okay?
Yep.
No stress, no fuss?
Well, you know how that goes, but not too bad,
And we
we're
had-
handling it.
We had to buy rock though, that's what we're getting at.
Yeah, we're
since
still
the
buying some,
Machine
yes.
was down.
Yeah, we're still buying some right now too, so. Yep.
So the little rock that we bought, you saw how expensive it is. Just think about if we didn't have
Yeah.
our quarry and crusher, we get a lot of rock.
We'd have to, yeah, do something, yeah.
But, you know, we kinda got an advantage there. Early on, Kurt Whitaker's crews weren't busy, so he threw some of his trucks and hauled that
Yeah.
for us for free.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
tremendous.
Yeah,
So
that helped.
that just
So
kinda-
they took it right to the
Yeah, took it to the
grader,
site.
yeah, right to the site.
It worked out really well for
Yeah.
us.
So, yes,
You know,
that's all I have.
Thanks, Mitch.
Yep, thanks.
Terry, we thought about talking about this next week since you're here. The storm shelter thing, have you heard any more about that for the Mildred area? Thrive was gonna get involved in it a little bit. I know you gave us some prices here. Have you heard anything
I
from
haven't heard
anybody?
anything from,
Well, and Angie had mentioned early on, she didn't think the grants would be available, she's gonna do some checking for us and see that, we missed the first round of grants, so I guess the next question is, do we want to do anything for them? You know, they were gonna have a meeting in Carlisle here a few weeks ago, but they canceled because of what's going on. And they talked about storm shelters. My handicapped neighbor is in a wheelchair, a motorized wheelchair, he's got muscular dystrophy. If there's a tornado up there, you know, he lives in a double wide trailer, he can't go down anywhere. I can't take him into my basement if I wanted to, so I guess my thought is, it's something that I think we have some responsibility about, to do what we can reasonably. You got some prices, there's another one here, Jerry, you wanna look at it?
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Do we want to take action, we wanna wait another week or two? You have any thoughts on it you wanna share with us?
Like I say, haven't heard anything on any grants or Thrive getting with me or anything on, I can check with them,
Well, it might take
this week and.
Angie, I know she was working on it too.
So you're thinking about Mildred and Carlisle?
Well, Carlisle hadn't asked us yet, but I'm thinking that they will, and in Mildred, Lauren Lance was gonna donate some land for
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Just down to what, you know, on the main street there. I went up and spent quite a bit of time with Lauren about that here a while back, and bring up another question, I'll get to in a minute, but guys, I think we ought to at least take a hard look at it. Yes, we can't do everything for everybody. Mitch, what's your thoughts on it?
I think they need one. Cause my crew are out there too, you know, they might be in that area, they might need to use that when they're out there blading or patching or putting signs up or something.
With the prices, especially the lowest price one, from D&K, I think that's very reasonable, and it's a local purchase, we're helping a local business. But with the wheelchair accessible, that doesn't really solve that, so it's kinda how much do we wanna,
Well, not all of them were below ground ones here, were they?
D&K was the only ones that were below ground, all the others were above ground.
They were the lowest, but here's one up here from Omaha Shelter for $9,600, that was above ground, and the county to provide a concrete pad, accommodates 26 people, that was $9,600. The others are 20,000, 20,000.
I think the concrete pad was gonna be right at $1,000.
And I think the above ground is much more sense, again, if you have handicapped
Yeah.
people in wheelchairs.
I think we've got, some urgency with the season, but we've also got a little homework. You know, I'd like to ask the question of Thrive just to settle that. And we also, if we're gonna buy one for Carlisle, we need to know where we're gonna put it.
And
So maybe we can broach that with, I don't know if there's a citizens.
Well, Thrive was working with them too, so you might touch bases.
and that was my question, to
Yeah.
nail down
Right.
locations where we would put them.
Okay.
You know, they have a kind of community center thing there in Carlisle, but by the church, I would suspect it'd be in that area. So, but the Thrive was one that was gonna call that meeting, I was gonna attend it, but, you know, so much, so, yeah, I think we combine them together.
And I know there's several locations in Mildred, plus
Yeah.
Lauren was gonna donate a
Yeah.
lot too if needed, and so
Yeah.
that's, I think,
So
pretty
would you
easy.
follow up on
Would
that
you
for
check
us?
into that
sure
for
will.
us, please?
If you're talking about Mildred and Carlisle, don't forget petroleum.
Yeah,
Don't forget
Oh, yeah.
petroleum.
well, good point, and there might, you know, you might see if Petroleum made a request.
In Carlisle, we can probably put it on the south side of the church, and I bet they would have no problem.
Yeah.
They've got a big lot there on the south side.
Everybody don't have a basement.
Yep.
I have a basement, but I can't get my buddy Kenny in there, that's what concerns me. All right, anything else, Terry?
Let's see, the electric crews are back, and they're working, they're doing the rough end at Moran, and when they finish that, they're gonna go back and finish up the trim work at Humboldt. The flooring people are at Humboldt, putting the cove base around, the plumbers are back at Humboldt, putting the fixtures in, you know, faucets, things like that. Appliances will be delivered at Humboldt next Monday at 9.
Great.
And next week sometime, they'll do the final cleaning in Humboldt and get a punch list going to see what things we need touched up. And then concrete at Moran got put off again till maybe next week on that last piece of curb.
So maybe May 1st, Humboldt, maybe?
Maybe.
Great.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, finally making a little progress.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I see the one up north, they haven't named out there much for there. Mitch, you are gonna do something to the driveway or? you
Yeah, there
putting-
wasn't their driveway, but we had to get it located, there's a gas line back through
Are you
there.
putting a pipe in there, or you just gonna fill it and make it like a summit? What?
It's a summit, we're just gonna put rock in there and then all the way up to the pad up front there, and around the side where
Right,
the
there won't be a pipe in there at all.
No.
I thought it kind of broke both ways right
Yeah,
there.
we're just gonna hook it all together and just go
Are
on.
they gonna take concrete pretty much out to the road
Yeah.
all the way, or
No, just rock out to the road.
out to the road?
Yeah, from where the end of the apron is, where they got poured, that's all just gonna be rock.
So they're getting pretty close to being done on
Yeah,
that too.
we're gonna get that done as soon as the locates get done.
What,
There's a
you
gas
take-
line in
You
there.
gotta take the sod off of it as we.
Yeah, a little bit, that gas line's only not very deep
Okay.
there, so we can't take too much.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we'll put 3 inch in there and put the road rock back over
Okay,
it and roll it in there and pack it. So,
okay. What else you got for us?
that's it.
So they're about to finish that one too, right?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Anything else?
Okay, thanks, Terry.
That's it.
Thank you.
Sherry, you got anything for us?
And did you guys wanna talk election?
Yeah, let's talk trash some more. No, we'll talk election. Ideas, what do you wanna do?
Put it with the primary?
I think it's a good call. Be it August 5th, is that
Or,
Third, fourth?
Or,
August 4th?
Yep.
So we need a motion on that we move that special election back to August 4th? Nothing.
Yeah, that's fine, I mean, we'll just tell our bond council, he'll do the notice, but we won't do it till June probably.
Right.
So this, of course, is the sales tax election
Right,
that you're talking about specifically.
right.
And this is to support the hospital. If the sales tax doesn't pass, then we'll need to create a line item in our budget to, have those building maintenance monies available in our budget. And did we discuss last week that budgeting could be delayed if we have to have our decision on the sales tax made in
For a little
August?
bit, yeah.
yeah, late August, I mean.
August 25th is the date that we're supposed to have budgets done, but as long as we know pretty close after that, sure.
So, don't need a motion or do Bob,
Well,
which would,
You could do a motion to have the sales tax on the primary, I mean, that's fine.
I'll make that a motion.
Second.
all in favor?
That'll create 2 ballots, Sherry?
No, what,
You've got
well,
one.
It'll actually be, we'll have 3 ballots. If it's in August, because you'll have a Republican ballot, a Democrat ballot, and then an unaffiliated ballot that will have the question on it and any other
So
questions.
each person will only get one.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I'm
Well, I
sorry.
know you mentioned that the sales tax might create a second.
It'll create a 3rd one, actually.
So people are gonna get a Democratic or Republican plus this.
Right, if
So
they're
we're
a
gonna get two.
if they're a Republican, they will have everything on their ballot and the question will be on their ballot. If they're Democrat, they'll have everything on the ballot plus the question.
Okay.
And then if they're unaffiliated or libertarian, they'll have the
Just
sales
one
tax.
physical ballot, but there are 2
They,
questions.
right, each voter will only have 1 ballot is the goal.
It'll just be another question on the, and the school, Humboldt schools that they do it.
I think they moved
Well,
up.
I haven't heard anything from that yet.
I think they mentioned it. I don't know. if
Yeah,
they-
but I don't
know
think
if
they've made it, they
decided
still
yet.
have a little bit of time to
I
make that
assume they
decision
will.
too.
Okay.
So yeah, there could be a lot on that ballot, but each voter will only have 1 ballot.
Okay, all right, so make a motion, you got that, we're good to go, what else you got?
That's all I've got.
Mitch, you got anything else?
Nope.
Bob, you need 10 minutes?
Okay, we're gonna get that, Trevor, you got anything? Eric, Sheriff? Bob, how much time you need?
10 minutes, attorney-client
You had
contract.
one.
negotiation.
I'm gonna need 15 for trade secrets,
15 for you? and
or
what?
10. We can shoot for 10.
Okay, make a motion for, 10 minutes. Attorney-client, commissioners, and counselor.
Second.
Okay, but you want executive session too?
We'll have to do that after this.
Motion.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Sorry.
All right, Jerry, I'll let you catch up with me in time when you guys get settled.
Okay, 9:02.
You gonna start now though, or you gonna wait till you get